Hey guys, what's going on? Temperature here, back again. Hope you guys had a good year and breaking off with a good year. Gonna be doing a need to know news video, so crack right into it. Apparently, there was a guy, he's from Japan or something, and he kept on his console for 20 years to keep his game save alive. He said that if he turned off the console and he had it off for a good amount of time, the batteries would have lost their charge, and if the batteries lose their charge within the console game cartridge, then he would have lost the saved game. There's a picture here showing this console on, and he said the only time that he turned it off in the 20 years is when he moved, and he states that he had enough time to turn it back on without losing the save. If you want to read more about the story, the link will be in the description below. Also, Star Wars 7, unsurprisingly, breaks another record, which New Year's Day box office. They got $34.5 million in the US, along with getting something close to that in international sales. With that, we have $1.39 billion so far with The Force Awakens, and it is number 7 as of today as the biggest movie to ever release with the money that it brings into the box office, beating out Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, and it's now the number 7 spot, so awesome. Moving on, Xbox boss, aka Phil Spencer, did a Q&A on Twitter to start the New Year's, and just going to a couple questions. One person asked, "Will 2016 be good for Xbox? You think?" And he said it should be very good, shipping more new IP than we have in a long time. Good challenge to make new IP succeed. Another person said, streaming to Xbox One and Windows 10 is incredible. I wonder if Xbox P3 will let me stream to my Xbox 360 later this year. And he said, sorry, this one isn't in development. If you want to read more questions, you can find that in the description box below. Sad news involving Star Wars actor Jason Wingreen, who acted as Boba Fett's voice. He was 95 years old, and he died during Christmas in his Los Angeles home. He did tons and tons of voices for Boba Fett when he was in the movies. If you want to read more about the story, it'll be down in the description box below. Very sad. It is also known that he didn't do the voice all the time, but 99% of the time he did the voice. He didn't play as the character, but somebody like a stunt double or something did the actions, and he voiced them back when Boba Fett was in the movies. Moving on to Final Fantasy news, if you're a fan of the game, you'll be happy to know that Final Fantasy 15 has been confirmed to launch in 2016 by director Hajime Tabata. Today he confirmed that they're finally going to release Final Fantasy 15 this year in 2016. Quote him, it's in development. Previous phases required wisdom and strength. However, moving forward, the final phase will focus on effort and willpower. So hopefully you guys are excited about that. Also, more Star Wars stuff. Star Wars Battlefront sells 13 million copies, analyst says. For the Xbox One, PS4, and PC game, all racking up 13 million copies. Also in sales, it is retail priced at $55. The game has always been discounted since launch. It has generated about $660 million in revenue. Other games are in the works. More Battlefront sequels are coming. The only two games that are above it are Fallout 4 and Call of Duty Black Ops 3, is what they are stating. And according to the EA CFO, more Battlefront games are in the works. Dead Space and Battlefield Hardline Studio Visceral Games are also making unannounced Star Wars games. Final Resident Evil movie is going to be much more gritty and raw, which Mila Jovovich says. I don't know if I'm saying her last name right. It is going to be the last Resident Evil movie, so she took on the Twitter to do some Q&A. If you want to read that, it'll be down in the description below. She says that she will be doing more stuff in the future with George R. R. Martin. She's going to be doing an adaptation of a collection of short stories after she's done with the Resident Evil stuff. She says that she's almost done, and they're going to be editing it next week. Believe it or not, Resident Evil has grossed about $950 million globally, adding up all the movie sales. So the new one is called The Final Chapter, and it's going to be coming out in 2017. Probably the big story is that MLG assets have been sold to Activision for $46 million. Esportsobserver.com has reported, the first one to report on it. Basically, on December 21st, they had a meeting with a certain amount of stockholders and people that work for the company, and they sold officially they signed the contract, $46 million going to Major League Gaming's people or the company itself or whatever. And in exchange, they give all the rights to Activision Blizzard, the people that made Call of Duty and World of Warcraft. Of course, MLG CEO Nancy Giovanni has reportedly exited the company and replaced in that role by Greg Chisholm. If you guys don't know who Greg Chisholm is, he was previously the CFO of MLG. The good thing about this is MLG co-founder Mike Stepso is the senior vice president of operations at Activision. So at least we have somebody who used to be a co-founder of Major League Gaming working. So we can assume that stuff's going to change, but maybe not as much as we think, since one of the people who used to be one of the co-founders is working with them now. MLG was founded in 2002. It has hosted Call of Duty and Halo events before branching out to PC games like World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2, League of Legends, and Dota 2. They have been stated to be building a 15,000 seat stadium on Kin Island in China, which is off the coast of popular gambling hotspot Macau. So we can assume that everything that was on point and on track in 2016 is still going to be done, and after everything has been settled and they have all their affairs in order, they're probably going to change some things with Major League Gaming. They've already stated that they're going to change the name of Major League Gaming. They don't know what it's going to be changing to. It still will have Major in it, but they said that it won't have League Gaming. It'll have something else in it that they're going to rename it to. No word on what's going to happen to MLG.TV. A lot of people that have been partnered with MLG.TV has been switching to Twitch because of they have heard rumors that they're going to be selling their assets. So people are a little uneasy about that. Also, earlier this year, Yahoo was supposed to be in the works of buying MLG, but then they stated that it wasn't true, even though there was a lot of facts and proof behind it. Also, they said that everything's going to be going good still. They have the game battles for Call of Duty, the World League going on, not only on game battles, but on their own website that they have, Activision has. Also, we have the World Championship qualifiers going on right now for the ladder. For Halo 5 Guardians, over 2,000 teams are going on right now. We have over 2,000 teams for Call of Duty and stuff. And another big thing about this whole entire situation is that they didn't really talk to all the stockholders. When something like this happens, by law, you have to talk to 100% of the stockholders. Any shareholders, they all have to be in the meeting, and that didn't happen. So, kind of interested to see what's going to happen with that, because by law, they kind of have to have 100% consent of MLG stockholders that this is going to go, and it's pursuant to a certain code of law. But it's not setting well with everyone. If you know who, I forget what his name is. He works with StarCraft 2. I want to say his name is. Oh my God, he's a pretty old dude. He's got white hair. He's kind of almost bald. Um, I forget his name, but he's a very famous guy in the esports community, and he actually holds a certain amount of stock in Major League Gaming, and he is upset, along with a few others, that they didn't know until this whole entire deal happened that they sold $46 million. So it's just see what happens with that. If someone gets sued or whatever, but I mean it's just crazy. I used to go to LG tournaments. I've gone to 3 LG tournaments, and every time it was an amazing experience. So it'd be sad to see if the experience changes, if they change anything or whatever. So yeah, that's whatever. We'll see what happens. But the last thing I want to talk about is we've got a bunch of new gaming deals. The new year is upon us. Of course, with Xbox Games with Gold, we got a bunch of free games coming out in Thief. We've got Killer Instinct coming out for free. Um, we already have a free game, and then we have another one coming out on the 15th and 16th of January. So, more gaming deals though for Gears of War Ultimate Edition. It released back in August, I want to say. Gears of War Ultimate Edition. It's now only $15 on the Xbox One. Also, $35 on the PlayStation 4 for Star Wars Battlefront, and $40 for WWE 2016. The Binding of Isaac Rebirth is $9. Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival $38. Forza 6 is $35. So if you want to check out all the game deals and stuff for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Wii U, 3DS, PlayStation Vita, a bunch of hardware stuff that you can buy off of Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart. You can check it out. Everything that I talked about will be in the link below. I'm still trying to shake this sickness. If I don't know if you guys can tell if I'm sick or not, but I still just have a lot of stuff in my sinuses, so that's why it's kind of hard for me to talk. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. With MLG just selling its assets with the biggest story, Star Wars breaking another world record and stuff. But if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like. Comment down below. Tell me what you like, what you didn't like, and subscribe for more videos coming soon. I'm going to be streaming a lot more, so I'm not sure how that's going to affect me making videos since I do still have a job and stuff. So, anyways, guys, I will catch you guys later. Hope you guys are having a good New Year. There's a lot of football on right now. So I'll catch you guys later and have a good day.